challenge kayo or tumatak sa inyo habang shoot nito no 2023 na itong shoot? Or kailangan ba?
23. Ano yung sinasabi niya dito? Sumama sa bahay.
Okay. Mali pala yung sinabi ko sa mga press kanina. Sabi ko 2022, tapos 2023. 2023 pala, tapos 2024. Okay, okay. Anyway, may instructions pa si Derek. Siguro, yung isa sa part na challenge kami sa pelikula na to is we had to show the differences in culture sa dalawang character, kay Alfonso at saka kay Marushka. So, nag-try kaming mag-isip ng mga iba't ibang paraan. Parang isipin nyo, di ba, tayong mga Pinoy, minsan pinaghahalo natin yung, tama ba, di ba, pinaghahalo natin yung ketchup tsaka toyo, di ba, ganun. Parang different cultural habits, kumbaga. Doon kami na-challenge na maghanap ng specific characteristics para ma-highlight doon sa film. And, you know, despite of all these differences in habits or in culture, nagsama pa rin yung dalawang characters at nag-click pa rin sila. Siguro yun yung pinaka-challenge din sa movie.
Pag ganun ba, Paolo, you also collaborate with Direk to develop your personality ng character in a way, parang those nuances?
Yes. Ako as much as possible whenever I'm working with a director, pero tinatansya ko muna if the director is open to collaborating with his artist kasi iba-iba yung director eh. Diba? Iba-iba yung style nila. Others are very set in their ways. Diba? Kung anong sinabi nila, kung anong vision nila, ayun na yun. Pero unlike other directors, si Derek Lester naman, he was very open to collaborating with his artists. He was very open to hearing our thoughts, hearing our ideas, our concepts sa characters namin. Lalo na si attorney din. Actually, nagpaalam din muna ako kay attorney. Sabi ko, attorney, okay lang po bang sa part na to, medyo baguhin natin, medyo baliin natin. And then, binigyan naman kami ni attorney ng blessing niya to collaborate with the director. So, ayun, yun yung na-appreciate ko sobra sa buong shoot na to. Thank you, Ana.
Thank you. And this time, from Daily Tribune, we have Jefferson Fernando.
Good afternoon. My question is, tanongin naman natin si Miss Elena. Hi. Hi. Before Screening Proud, what are your other projects and what have you been doing as an actress?
So, to be honest with you, yung background ko talaga ang modeling. But a thorn in the patch was followed me in my first movie to Russia with Love on Netflix. And invited me to be part of this production, which I was very blessed to. Actually, I would like to also add to the previous answer of Paolo. In this movie, we've done something that's actually unheard of in productions. We've added a shooting day. We've been allowed to add an extra shooting day and to rewrite a couple pages of the script just to develop better chemistry between characters of Paolo and Sarah, which is unheard of. Normally, the director, the producer, they're not as willing to collaborate. So when the third person says it is art for the sake of the art, 100%, yes. So can you imagine willing to collaborate with us artists on something to create a better outcome and a really good quality movie? So that alone is worth being part of this project. It's the best reward an actor can get.
Thank you, Elena. And my next question is for Paolo. Hi, Paolo. Ayan. Nakwento mo kanina mahaba ang naging journey nitong Screening Proud, di ba? Mula sa principal filming hanggang sa ngayon ito pinapromote yun na. Bukod sa mga nakwento, paano pa yung learnings mo as an actor sa paggawa nitong project na to?
Para sa akin, learnings ko as an actor, is, kasi lahat ng mga projects ko before this film, lahat sexy. Kung hindi sexy, kontrabida. Kung hindi kontrabida, may maling binabalak yung character mo. So first time kong gumawa na isang pelikula kung saan genuinely mabait talaga yung character. First time kong gumawa ng pelikula na lover boy talaga yung character at walang hinahabol na masama doon sa partner niya. So I guess, ang isa sa natutunan ko dito and isa sa mga naging challenge ng pelikula na to para sa akin is how to work my way around being a leading man. Alam mo yun, parang kasi hindi naman ako sanay sa mga ngiti-ngitian sa eksena. Sanay ako sa nakasimangot ako, sanay ako sa, alam mo yung nang-aakit na itsura, ganun kasi yung mga ginawa kong films before. So since itong pelikula na to, bida pa, so naghanap parang, inaral ko talaga kung paano maging cinematic. Kasi kahit ano sabihin natin na dapat natural yung acting natin, hindi pa rin talaga pwedeng mawala na yes, dapat natural yung acting natin, but you still have to do it in a cinematic way. So there's a cinematic way of acting naturally. So I guess yun yung naging challenge sa akin is how to act cinematically and naturally habang nagiging lover boy.
Okay, thank you very much. What happened when you first met her and like, you know, the working relationship that you had with the actress?
Working with Sarah was she was very professional. Hindi sila sanay sa delays, kagaya natin. Dito sa Pilipinas, sige, call time natin 7 a.m. Tapos sasabihin mag-start at 8 a.m. pero ending nag-start na kayo 10 a.m., 11 a.m. Hindi pwede sa kanila yun. Hindi pwede sa kanila yung delay because they are always on time. They come prepared. Halimbawa, nasa standby area si Sarah and then you ask her to come down. Sasabihin mo magre-rehearse na. Tapos pagdating niya doon, kunwari, hindi pa nagre-rehearse, nagsiset up pa lang, babalik siya sa kwarto niya. So, doon ko nakita, I guess, yung pinagkaiba kung paano tayo gumawa ng pelikula sa kung paano sila gumawa ng pelikula. Doon sa Prague, they would only shoot 5, maximum 6 scenes a day. And they'd spend let's say, siguro mga 2 hours on each scene. Kaya pag pinapanood natin yung mga pelikula abroad, kaya ganun kapulito yung eksena, ganun kagaling yung delivery ng mga artista, is because they work on one scene for 2 to 3 hours. Kaya pulitong-pulito talaga lahat. Unlike sa atin dito sa Pilipinas, one scene, you would shoot it in maximum 30 minutes to 45 minutes. Tapos on the set na kayo magre-rehearsal. Doon sa kanila, 2 weeks before you start shooting, there's camera rehearsals, actor rehearsals. This actor rehearsal is kasama yung mga cam operators yun. So, habang nagre-rehearse yung mga artista, alam na ng mga cam op kung paano yung galawan sa angulo. So, yun doon na natin nakita. And I think, it's something that we can take from them. We can try to understand. I think we should try to also emulate what they're doing. Kasi since ang ganda-ganda ng trabaho nila, kaya nga ganun ka-pulito yung trabaho nila. Maybe it's because of something they're doing. So, ayun, yun lang yung comment ko about the differences in work ethics siguro.
May mga...
Yes.
Does that go well with a foreign actress as well? Like, how did she take it that she'll have a kissing scene with you?
It was walang problema. Nung sinabi ni Direk Lester na may kissing scene, for her it was nothing. Tsaka syempre, Czech Republic, mga open-minded din kasi yung mga tao dun eh. And I think, grabe din yung bansa na yun sa pagdating sa nudity sa pelikula. So, unlike dito sa Pilipinas, medyo on the conservative side tayo, sa kanila, they're more liberated compared to us. So, every time na sinasabi sa kanya na kaniga sa kissing scene, okay, makikita mo sa mukha niya na wala lang sa kanya, walang hesitation, walang, ay talaga ba, hindi na this na, wala siya ganun. So, pag sinabi mo, go agad.
So did you have like a short film crew, total, like for production? Or...
I think, attorney, we had a location manager, no? We had a location manager sa Czech Republic.
But the crew is...
May mga crew din na pero it was like siguro mga, sabihin natin 30% Czech, tapos 70% mga Pinoy pa rin. Kasi it was a small crew. It was a really small crew. Iilan lang kami dun director, DOP, cam off. Yun lang very, very pila yung mga tao kasi we were trying to stay under the radar.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.